What's going on, everybody? Hashtag Data Spartan back with a new video today. And I am joined by Vince Capaldi. He is the president of the wholesale broker segment, got that right, hopefully, at Oak Bay Group. So, Vince, thanks for jumping on, man.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I've seen a few of your videos, and I really I found some real value in them, and particularly some of the individuals that you've interviewed were pretty serious individuals in our industry that I really respect. So
Yeah,
I thought this
that's
was
awesome.
wonderful.
Yeah, so glad you got that value. So really the reason why I wanted to bring you on this week, just to kind of seen you've been in the industry for over 20 years. I just want to get, what's the sort of number one biggest change you've seen over the course of your career? What's sort of been, the biggest, like, it wasn't like this, but it is like that now. What would you say that is?
So when I started in the industry, I started about 25 years ago, right out of college. And I think what I've noticed in that time space are probably two things. Number one, the immediacy of turnaround. So when I started 25 years ago, a quick turnaround was a day, 2 days, 3 days. Now it's, I sent you an email 20 minutes ago. Why haven't you responded? But I think that's probably symptomatic of not just insurance, but the entire culture.
Yeah.
We are instant gratification. I send it to you. I need it now.
Yeah.
The other thing I've noticed is that, and I'm probably moving in that direction myself, is that the people that I started working with in the industry are slowly leaving and they're retiring. And there seems to be a bit of a void in some cases of who takes over next. What's our succession plan? Who comes next?
Interesting. And why do you think that is? Like, why do you think now? Like, what's that change in the world?
I don't think there's been a change in the world. I think what's happened is the insurance industry, it's a very old industry. It's been around forever. But for different reasons, probably didn't have the greatest reputation. Kids didn't, go to, when they went to school and dressed up for Halloween today, they wanted to be firefighters or police officers or, right? Nobody's like, well, I want to be an insurance agent. Right. So most of the people that you see in this industry, and I don't have a number, but it's probably over 90% fell into the industry. It's not what they wanted to do.
Yeah,
I have a degree in, I have a degree in finance. I have a degree in fine arts. I'm a history major. Couldn't find a job in my career that I like.
Yeah.
So my brother-in-law's roommate's friend told me, "Oh, I work at this insurance company. They have an opening. You get into they go there and like, well, I'll do this for 6 months, and then I'll get my dream job." And 20 years later, they're still here.
Yeah,
and that's great, but it doesn't make for a great succession plan. So those people stayed for a long time and they've done really well, but now they're getting to the point where they are ready to retire. They're in their 60s, 70s. I even work with people who are approaching 80, and we don't have a succession plan. And that's not the time to think about it. You don't think about a succession plan when I'm retiring in 2 years. You need to be thinking about that 5, 10 years before.
Interesting. That's super interesting. And I've heard that a lot as well. So I guess, wrapping up a little bit, what would one sort of piece of advice be that you would give somebody that wanted to think about succession planning or what that next step might be? What's that sort of like right now, take this step to help towards that?
I think twofold. Number one, recognize, I think we have to do better planning going forward, because in this industry and probably a lot of other industries, we just get so bogged down in today, what we have to do today, what we have to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
But we need to start thinking about, what do we need to do 20 years from now? What do we need to do 10 years from now? And where do we need to be 10 years from today to be ready for 10 years from now? We need a bunch. We can't replace people in their 60s and 70s with people in their 60s and 70s. We need to be replacing with people in their 30s and 40s. And one of the best ways to do that, I think, is by partnering up with some of these colleges who have strong insurance programs. There's not many, but they are growing. And that's a great place to start looking for the next generation and next few generations of insurance professionals.
Interesting. That's really good. Well, Vince, thanks for that, man. That was interesting. I learned something. So guys, hope you got some good value out of that, and I'll catch you on the next one.
Thank you.